If you've been watching these NBA playoffs, you know we've seen some great performances from players like KD, Kawhi, and Giannis. And I'd like to highlight that we've also seen great performances from players like Dame and Nikola Jokic as they've taken their game to the next level. More specifically, I'd like to focus on the buzzer beaters and the clutch shots we've seen in these playoffs. And in this video, I'm going to show you the 10 clutchest shots in NBA Finals history. With all that being said, let's get started with the video. The first shot on this list comes in 1997 from Michael Jordan. And this shot really isn't talked about when you're talking about greatest shots in Finals history, but it really should be. I think it's because Michael Jordan has so many great moments in the Finals, this one just simply gets overlooked because you can't remember them all. But with that being said, this is still a great shot and a great moment, as he hit the shot with 0 seconds left on the clock, and it really gave the Bulls momentum in that series as they won 84-82. The next shot on my list comes from Larry Bird in the 1984 Finals, in what would turn out to be a quadruple overtime game between the Lakers and Celtics. And this is not only one of the most iconic shots, it's also one of the most iconic games, as Magic Johnson would have a legendary choke at the free throw line in the third overtime and a crucial turnover in the fourth. And Larry Bird took full advantage of that as he hit the fadeaway right in Magic's face. Boston would never look back as they won the 84 Finals in 7 games. Next up on the list, we have Vinnie Johnson's shot in the 1990 Finals. And this shot barely gets any recognition when talking about the clutchest shots in NBA history. And it really should be, because it's one of the most difficult game winners I've ever seen. And it also just capped off the Pistons dynasty as they went back-to-back, something only 2 teams have ever done in the 80s. And it really symbolized how good the bad boys really were, and the legendary Bulls. And some people would say that this shot saved Jordan's legacy or saved the series, which really isn't true because the Bulls were up 3-2 and they were not facing elimination. If Paxson misses the shot, the worst scenario for the Bulls is a Game 7. And when saying that Michael Jordan was saved by Paxson with this shot, that's also not true. As you could see, the graphic earlier said Jordan had all 9 of Chicago's points in the fourth quarter leading up to that shot. He also was involved in this shot as he brought the ball up the court and created some penetration before getting kicked out to Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant, and ultimately having John Paxson knock out the shot. Sticking with the Bulls, we fast forward 4 years to when Steve Kerr will be playing a similar role as John Paxson did. And Michael Jordan in the huddle told Steve Kerr that John Stockton was going to double, and that just shows how high of an IQ he had, that he knew the Jazz were going to try to key in on him, and it really showed how he evolved, that he was willing to trust a teammate like Steve Kerr. And Steve Kerr ultimately did step up and knock down one of those important shots in NBA Finals history, and this really defines Steve Kerr's career as a clutch player and a big-time shot maker. Staying with the Celtics and Lakers rivalry, we jump to the 1985 Finals, where Magic Johnson would be the one who made the clutch shot over Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish. And Magic Johnson's whole 1985 season really built to this moment as he was trying to redeem himself from choking in the 1984 Finals, as I said before. And this just showed Magic's evolution as a player, that he was now able to be relied upon in the clutch. Up next, we have the most recent shot on this list, when in the 2016 Finals, Kyrie Irving hit a game-clinching shot from the right wing over Steph Curry. And this shot really capped off what was an amazing comeback for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And this shot helped cement LeBron James' legacy as one of the greatest players in NBA history. As he would say himself, this shot made him the greatest of all time, which I really don't agree with, but that's his opinion. And Kyrie really came up clutch in this moment. I won't say he saved LeBron because LeBron did have a really great game, but this shot really did help in allowing the Cavaliers to finish that 3-1 comeback. Sticking with the LeBron James-led team, we go back 3 years to the 2013 Finals, where we saw Ray Allen ultimately save the Heat's season by hitting a 3-pointer off the rebound from Chris Bosh. And I won't say LeBron James was saved in this moment because he was great in the fourth quarter, scoring I think 17 points, but he did have 2 costly turnovers late in the game. But still, that doesn't mean that Ray Allen saved his career or saved his legacy. He mainly just saved this Finals run, as I believe LeBron James will still be one of the greatest players, even if this shot didn't go down. At number 1 on my list of the most clutch shots in NBA Finals history, I have Michael Jordan's shot in Game 6 of the 1998 Finals. And this shot was more than just a shot. It symbolized the Bulls' dynasty of the 90s, and it symbolized that it was coming to an end. Michael Jordan was able to get the Bulls over the hump one last time, and he did it with this shot. 50 years from now, I still think we'll be looking back at this shot and saying it's the most clutch shot we've ever seen in the Finals. So that's my list of the most clutch shots in NBA Finals history. I hope you guys liked it. I put a lot of work into this video, and I really tried to evaluate each shot for the context that it happened, how valuable it was to the team, what it meant to the fans, the players, etc. And that really determined where the shot ranked. So I'm just going to take it easy tonight. I'm going to watch the draft lottery and see the Knicks not get the first pick. I'm also going to watch the Blazers and Warriors game. I'm looking forward to seeing Dame and Curry match up and go head to head. So it should be a fun night. And I'll see you guys on Saturday most likely. I'm trying to get another video in. And until next time, I'll see you guys.